today we are making a wig. I think I already have a video on how to make a wig, right? And today's one is going to be like everything you do from the beginning to the end, from the measuring of the wig cap, making it customized, because the wig is for a small head and it's a bob wig and we're using packet hair. I removed the pack and I posted this on my TikTok, and each time I post a packet hair on my TikTok, they are always liking and loving it. So this is what we're working with today. It is 10 inches. It's going to be a bob wig and it comes with its closure. This is what it looks like. The closure is okay. The ventilating is okay, actually. Yeah, I can wear this like I can. First of all, I'm going to customize the wig cap and I'll show you guys the process. And when I'm done with that, we start wigging and then we trim and we style. And you guys are going to see how I make my wigs. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip. Let's go. So this is my canvas head and it is the size 22, and 22 is like for the average head. And these points, these marks you're seeing are like the marks I use whenever I'm making a wig. And then this is the wig cap we are using. So I had to measure, right? I know I told you guys I measured the person's head, but I kind of lost my measurements. So what I now did was I just went online and then got this image that has like head size measurements. I'm going to put the picture of that, and that was where I used. And now after I made this wig, I just realized that I need to get like a smaller canvas head because it's going to make my work easier. So I just reduced like the initial measurements I'll use if I was going to wig for like a medium or average size head. Yeah, so this is me putting the markings. I use the pencil because this is not supposed to be permanent, and then I put the wig cap on, and you can see I just shifted that a bit, and I'm just putting my pins to hold everything down, and then this still putting the pins to hold the back and everywhere secure. So yeah, after putting the pins everywhere, I just started adjusting the extra space that we have. This is the space that is left that we have to adjust. Okay, so yeah, this is me just adjusting it using my thread, my needle and thread to just sew everything down. I did it for this side and then up to the next side. And I think it was night time here, guys. I just wanted to film this thing however I can film it. So I just placed the closure on top, and then I'm just showing you like I left an extra space because it helps, you know. And then I left that space, and then I put the closure to the cap. And then here I'm just trying to check how I want my spacing to be. I was checking the length of the hair, if it's going to allow me give like double the hair and give bigger space, or just use one like single weft like that. And then here I was just checking the quality of the hair. It's so good for like a nice packet hair. So I was about to start wigging, right, and I'm putting my needle through my hair, and then yeah, securing that first before placing it on the wig cap. I don't really mark anything like any guideline to follow before I start wigging. I just use my eyes and my hand to measure and see if it's like based on the length of the hair, how long it is, that's how long the weft is. If it's long enough, then I know that I should double it. But if it's not, then I'll just use it single. And then I also know, like, I just use my head to get my spacing. So for this one, I started putting single because I assumed it didn't look so long to me. But then when I started using it, like putting single, I think I did that for like 3 lines, and I noticed that okay, it's going to remain plenty. So I ended up doubling it. So for this part, I make sure I'm just putting my pin there to help me hold that part. I make sure to kind of sew here like 3 times, just the way you do when you're using your machine. You kind of go over it first for like 2-3 times before you continue sewing down. So it's the same thing with hand wigging. I just did the same thing here and then continue to wig, right? Nothing serious, nothing difficult. It's very easy. If you're a beginner and you watch this video, you should know how to make a wig from start to finish already, because I made sure to show every single process that I do. So as you're sewing, make sure you're like pulling the thread to make it secure. Not pull it to be too tight to make it fold, but pulling it enough for it to like seem tight enough, like sorry, to seem for it to be secure. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, for it to be secure. So I did this part and then jumped to show you guys how I do the end. Now whenever I get close to the end, I just cut off the hair, so that when it's long like that, it's just difficult in a way to, I don't know, it's just difficult, so I just usually cut it out. And then the ending, I still put my pin to hold it to help me secure it, and then I just sew it, like go over it again like 2-3 times, just as I do for the beginning, right? So yeah, that's it. And then I just secure it and went to the next side. That's already I had cut the hair, so there was nothing to cut again. So for the next part, we do the same thing. I first put the needle in through, then I remove that pin that I used in the other side to now hold this place and continue the whole process. Put my needle through, sew it like in that particular place for 2 or 3 times or 4 times, depending on how, if it's not secure enough, then you have to do it over and over and over again until it's secure. And since it's hand wigging, right, if you don't make it, if it's not secure, it will end up losing, right? So, and you wouldn't want that. You don't want your customer calling you to say, oh, the hair is losing, blah 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 blah, because that's why most people don't like hand wigging. They feel like it is just done anyhow. But if you do it right, it's going to last. Yeah, so the same process, do the same thing. You can see I'm just using, I didn't double the weft here, I was using it single like that. But then, like I said, when I got to the middle, I just started adding. And also when I get to the top, I don't do double, I do it single, because you wouldn't want the top of the hair to look bumpy no matter how I'm doing it. If I'm putting it single, then fine, I continue single to the end. But if I'm putting double, once I get to the top, like the two lines before I do the last one on top of the closure, I make sure those ones are single. So this one I'm talking about, here is, this one is double, this one is double, this one is double. I was just showing you, like I started doing a double, right? This is double, this is also double. Yep. And then we continue with the single. Sorry, this very last one that I did here is single, it's not double. So yeah, the next I was saying the next one is going to be on top of the closure. This very last one is important, because if you don't do that, if your closure is not full, like if the ventilating is not full, it's going to show that spacing. So no matter what, you have to do this last one, okay? And it has to be single, don't double it. If not, it will look bumpy and you wouldn't want that. You don't want your customer complaining. So yeah, the same thing again. These are shorter pieces that remain from the whole 3 bundles. I showed you guys the hair came in 3 bundles. So at the end, after sewing the whole thing, I had like pieces, like 3 pieces. So I just ended up using one self, just one piece, to do the, like, to put it on top of the closure. And then I had those 2 left, which were not long, like very short something. So it was okay. And the hair is full, guys. Like, I'm very impressed with this packet hair. The quality is okay, the hair is full, and this is like a slay on a budget kind of hair. And it is 8 inches. It's also available in 10 inches. I don't know if I said that. So yeah, we just keep on sewing, and you don't have to rush this part. Take your time. If you are hand wigging, I don't know, some people used to rush it and then they end up doing rubbish. Like, there are times where a customer would be like, will you be done in 2 hours? I'm like, what? I'm not a machine. And because it's hand wigging doesn't mean I should do anyhow. No, I don't work like that. It takes me like 4 hours to wig with my hand, but more we're trying to stop that. We need to get a machine, and I'm working on that. So yeah, guys, I was done here. This is what we have. It kind of looks good like this, but that's not the style. That's not what we're going for. So just combine it, trying to see and show you. And this was the next day. I said I was trying to finish this thing, right? So I'm going in with my wax stick to flatten the top of the hair. So when I do this, I just go over it with my blow dryer. This helps to just flatten, no matter if your closure is standing anyhow. Like if it's standing like it doesn't want to lie down, do this, it's going to lie down. It's going to respect you and lie down, because the heat just just puts it down, sha. So after doing it up, I do the remaining parts of the hair before we go in with our straightener. You don't have to do this. There are times I don't do this if it's a bone straight hair. I don't do it, but because this one is kind of bent, a bit curved or whatever, sha. Yeah, to make the straightening parts much more easier, so we have to do this process. And then yeah, so for the straightening parts, I'm just going in with my hair serum. You guys, I don't know, but I feel like this hair serum also serves as a heat protectant for me. Like I don't go over it with any hair protectant, but I think I should start doing that. This is the only thing I use, and the hair actually comes out good. Like, I don't know, but Sha, don't be like me. Get your heat protectant for your hair. So I'm just rubbing it and massaging it into the hair properly, because I don't want to be maybe sectioning and then rubbing, sectioning and rubbing. I wanted to just do it all over. And here, my flat iron, I didn't put it to the highest, which I should have done. So I was now doing hair twice, and I was wondering why I had to do it twice, because I know this flat iron is very hot. So, but for the next line, I put it on the hottest part, and yeah, it worked. So I was straightening here, and I'm like, okay, this is it's looking good. It's looking good. And here it was single, right? So it was not giving me that volume that I was looking for. But then when I went to the top, where I started putting it double, and I was not seeing the volume, and my fear started to disappear. So yeah, continued straightening the whole thing, doing it. This thing is very hot. I'm holding it, but it's hot. I can't lie, it's very hot. Anyways, we're done. And another thing I do is, after using that wax stick for the top, I always go over it again with my hair mousse. Like, this is, if you don't have a wax stick, you can just use this to flatten the top of the hair. It just makes a bigger difference, like a big difference, and it gives it an extra shine than the wax stick will do. So after putting that, I just went over it with my hot comb. You can see what I'm talking about. You can see the shine I'm talking about. So by the time I was done with this, now I was doing this because I had not used the flat iron on the closure yet. So I was just doing this part first before now doing the closure properly with the flat iron. Okay, can you see the shine? Can you see how it's flat? Can you see that? I hope you are learning. And then next step, go over it with your flat iron, right? Yes, before we trim, and then we now start styling and making it into a bob wig. So yeah, I'm just straightening the closure here. And what I noticed with this hair is that it's like the closure is not the same with the hair, because yeah, it's not the same, but it's not bad, sha. It's not bad. Yep, so this is it. After I was done, this is what we have. It has the volume. It does. This is not bone straight, okay? And I said it's packet hair, but let me finish first. You see what I'm talking about. So I was now measuring where to cut from, and you see where that is showing that demarcation from the hair. This is the clipper I'm using. That was where I was going to start cutting from. So I just did like a guideline here, and tada, I finished. Oh god, can you see that? Can you see? I know. So next thing was to start bobbing it, right? I feel like I didn't do it all here. I don't know, I sure feel like I didn't do it here. Sorry, I feel like I didn't I didn't do it well, but anyways, I finished. I do record all of that part, but I don't know, you should know how to bob. You should know how to bob a wig. And this is the end. See how my fingers are going through this thing. Like, I fell in love with it. I didn't think it was going to come out this way. This is packet hair. I'm saying this like you told them I'm saying it. This is packet hair. It's so smooth, it's so slick, it's so yummy. It's so yummy, and it's very, very affordable, you guys. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Please, if you kept on watching up to this point, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share it, and drop video requests. I will always try my best to film, and if you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section. This hair is going for 36,000 naira. You can go to my page and order for one if you want it. Thank you. Bye.